Hello everybody, welcome back to Cash Kicks TV. Today we're back with a new video and it is on the top releases of April. Honestly, if you guys been watching my channel, you know I always drop these once a month. And honestly, I wouldn't even necessarily call them the top releases of April. I would call them more of shoes that caught my attention or I'm looking to get. One of the two, not necessarily the top, because we don't go over every single release. We mainly go over what I'm looking to get that month. And to me, that's pretty dope because if you guys follow my channel, you guys are obviously interested in what I like, what I'm into. So I'm letting you guys know right away for each release that drops each month, what I like, what I'm trying to get. And you know, usually what I like is usually the bangers. So as long as you're catching these videos, you know the top releases that are going to drop each month. But before we get into that, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Help us bring us to 5,000 subscribers. We are now at almost 2.1, so 2,100 subscribers. So thank you all that's helped get us there. And let's now reach our next goal of 5,000 subscribers. That's pretty much it. Let's get straight into this video. Alright you guys, so let's go into our first sneaker that is dropping in April. There's no official date on this one, but it is supposed to drop this month. And that's the Air Jordan 9 Particle Gray. Honestly, we don't really get too many 9s, which is why I wanted to include this one. It's not the greatest colorway, I will admit that. But like I said, I don't remember the last time a 9 dropped, honestly. Especially one that caught my attention. The last 9 that I bought was the Chicago 9s, and I ended up selling those because they're a little too big. So that's probably the only 9 that could probably get my attention to buy. But I just want to note the fact that this one is dropping this month for USD of $200. There's no official date, like I said, but I wanted to mention that in the video because we don't really see much 9s. So the next shoe we want to get into is actually my favorite silhouette number, and that is the Jordan 4. And that is the Jordan 4 Zen Master. The Zen Master Jordan 4 does not have a scheduled release date, but it is set to drop this month. You guys know how much I love my 4s. Almost any 4 that drops is something I consider copying. This is not one that I will consider copying because the colorway is a little too funky for me, and it's not something that I find wearable. And for me, a shoe being wearable is the number one thing it has to be for me, because at the end of the day, that is the point of these shoes, which is to wear them. And if I don't find you wearable, then I can't buy you unless it's something crazy that I can't wear you because you're too valuable to me. I don't want to ruin it. This is more I can't wear as in put together with an outfit. So I'm going to have to say a drop for this one. Also for the 9s, I consider that a drop as well. So we're 0 for 2 so far. Let's get into our next shoe, and that is the Nike Dunk Low Halloween, set to drop today, April 1st. I definitely want to include this one today because if you guys are tuned in to every video, you'll know that I actually was able to cop this dunk a couple months ago. Some of you guys that did not watch that video are probably like, if it just dropped today, how do you have it? And that is because this shoe actually dropped last October for Halloween, but it wasn't able to drop completely normal, as in all the pairs weren't pushed out. So they decided, hey, you know what? It looks good. People like it. Let's just push this out this month and get rid of them. And that's why they are dropping today. But I already have my pair. If you want to see the specs and the details to the shoe, I would just recommend you to go watch the video that I posted a couple months ago when I did get these. I'll leave the link on top of the video somewhere for you guys to check it out, and that's pretty much it. These are dropping for a USD of $110, your normal price for dunks. So yeah, I'll say this, definitely a sleeper. Let's get into our next shoe, and it is the Nike Air Force Purple Skeleton. Is it April or is it October? Because it's feeling like Halloween. It's another shoe that dropped during Halloween, but did not get a chance to drop completely normally. So they're dropping it today as well, April 1st for $130. Purple. Honestly, I love these skeleton, these shoes, the Nike Skeleton Collab. As you guys should know, I do have the black ones. I really want the white ones. I think that's the best one. Orange ones, ugly. Purple ones, ugly. Not gonna get too in depth with the shoe. It's dropping today. It was supposed to drop. It did officially drop last October. Not many people were able to get them because all the restrictions going on. So just like the dunks, they're dropping them today, but not something we're looking to get. So obviously for us, that's going to be a drop. Let's go into our next shoe, and it is the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Georgetown. These are on a lot of people's radar, including myself. I would probably say this is the top drop for the month, but we'll officially decide that later in the video. This is just giving you the old school 85 vibes. It's as simple as that, and a Georgetown colorway. Jordan always pays respects to his rivals, and that's what he's doing here. And it's not a miss. It's not a miss. This is something that everyone's going for, including myself. I'm really looking forward to getting it and doing a review for you guys. So it is set to drop April 2nd, which is tomorrow, for a USD of $200. So good luck to everyone that's trying to get it. You're definitely going to need it. Okay, let's get into our next shoe. And we are going to go into a shoe that was supposed to drop in 2021, maybe 3 times. And that is the Air Jordan 5 Jade Horizon. Now, this is another weird drop because it actually has dropped a few places, but not officially from Nike, which is going to be April 9th. Guys, this is a shoe, if you guys follow my channel, this is something I really wanted for a long time, but just like things happen for shoes, the longer you wait for certain shoes, the more you start to not care about them as much, and this is what's kind of happening to me for this shoe. Before, I was really willing to go out of my way for this shoe. That really isn't the case anymore, where I'm really looking at a shoe. If I get it for retail, I get it. If not, I'm not going to really put in too much effort because, you know, I've been looking forward to this shoe for over a year, and every time it gets pushed back, there's new shoes coming out that I'm looking more forward to now. Still a beautiful shoe. Still going to go for it, but I'm not going to put in the effort that I had for it in the beginning when I first saw it. Still a dope shoe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. April 9th, guys. Let's go into our next shoe. It's a Nike Dunk that I actually skipped over, and I don't know how that happened because it is collab with Union, and you know every single one of those collabs have been heaters. This one is a Nike Dunk Low. Honestly, not the most fond of this colorway, but one thing I do know is that these Union collabs with Nike and Jordan, the value just goes up and up and up. So this is definitely a shoe I would like to add to my collection. Just for resale purposes, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. If you can't beat them, join them. This shoe is set to drop April 7th for $150 USD. Good luck getting it at that price because it's just almost impossible. But hey, if you're able to get it, I'll shake your hand. Buy a lottery ticket that day because your luck is unbelievable. I'm going to go over these shoes really fast, really quick because I have no interest towards them, but it is a big collab. It's a Nike Blazer Low with an off-white. Guys, I'm not Blazer fans on and off the court. These Blazers here are a collab with off-white. They got the white beige pair, and then we got a black pair. They're both set to drop April 8th. I'm not going to even attempt to get them, but now you guys know they're dropping. So if you like them, April 8th, make sure you're there. Let's go into our next release. It's an Air Jordan 2, which is crazy because it's like 2s are forgotten by Jordan brand. They never drop anymore. But this is an Air Jordan 2 collab with Union again, dropping April 15th. I think this was a good choice to choose a 2 because 2s are starting to be forgotten. And a way to make people remember them is by doing collabs with Off-White, Union, all that good stuff, Travis Scott, because those are the collabs that people are really excited for. And that is something that's going to get people attention and remind people that the Jordan 2 it's pretty dope. Me personally, I do not own it 2. I did, but I sold it. I'm being honest, I'm not really a fan of these, but people are going to want to get them because they're a collab with Union. So I think, you know, like I said, I think picking a Jordan 2 next was really smart because, you know, not many people are into the 2, so this is a way to get them into them. So that's set, like I said, to drop April 15th. The price is NA, so I guess they don't know official price for it yet, which is kind of weird, but yeah. Okay, a couple more releases I want to go over. Next up, we're going to go over another Jordan 2 dropping, which is another collab with the Amamarea. I need to learn how to pronounce, but you guys know what I'm talking about. They're doing a collab as well. It's a Jordan 2 collab, so like I said, they know what they're doing. Bring the vibes of the 2s out, some collabs, and then when they start dropping some of the retro colorways, people will be on them, which is a smart thing to do. This one drops a lot later in the month, April 29th, and this one is set to be for $225 USD, so quite an expensive sneaker, but it does make sense because it is with a big collab that's been hitting pretty much every collab they've been doing with the 1s, it's been hitting, so it definitely makes sense. Let's go into our last sneaker, and it's a sneaker that I do not really like. It's the Air Jordan 8, but the reason why I have to mention it is because it's an NBA player sneaker, and that's Rui Hachimura of the Washington Wizards. This is his, special edition sneaker, set to drop April 30th. Whenever an NBA player gets their own shoe, I like to put a little light on it because that's a big thing, you know, especially for a player like himself. One of the two Japanese players in the NBA, him and the guy on Raptors, I forget his name, but I don't know his name, man. But there's two Japanese players in the NBA. He's obviously the better one. They're both pretty good, but this is the better one. I think he's actually pretty good, and he now has his own shoe out. He's with Jordan Brandon. Now he got his own shoe. He got to help design. Not really my thing, but I could see it being worn on the court. That's kind of his swag, so I could definitely see it being a basketball shoes. As far as off the court, not really something I could see myself or maybe even a lot of other people wearing. But hey, man, it might go crazy in Japan. That's pretty much it, man. That's the top releases that caught my attention and I'm looking to cop for the month of April. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I have not dropped as much as I should last month, but for April, we got a jam-packed schedule. We got a lot of shoes coming out. I want to give you guys an updated view of my collection, things that I copped recently. So in other words, make sure you hit that notification bell so you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. I appreciate everyone that's been supporting the channel, rather that's sharing the video, subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. And like I said, help us get to 5,000 subscribers. That's our next goal. And we're going to reach that in no time, baby. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, I'm Cash Kicks TV. And we out.
What it do? Sauce up on you too. You know I'm dripping, baby, and you dripping too. I know you love me, baby, and I love you too. I know you love me, baby, and I love you too.